Good evening, everyone, and welcome to ISCC here in Simsbury, Connecticut. Tonight, it's senior night for our Simsbury High School boys varsity hockey team as they take on New Canaan. It's Saturday, February 15, 2020. My name is Jake Ostern. With me tonight is cameraman extraordinaire Nick Sinacori, who is wearing a headset, and he'll provide some thoughts and analysis as we go throughout the course of this game. Nick, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
All right, so in just a few moments from now, we will be having our senior night pregame ceremonies where 12 seniors will be getting recognized. 9 of the senior players are on the varsity team. The other 3 are on the JV team, so all 12 of them, including their parents, will be getting recognized in just a short bit. Before we sign off, we would like to give a special thank you to Karen Hanville and Patrick Fairland back down at our SCTV studios, who make all the magic happen with these broadcasts. They provide us with the equipment and the resources. We would not be here without their generous support and their hard work. So a big thank you to Patrick and Karen. We will be signing off now. We will be back once the senior night pregame ceremony gets underway. Until then, we will see you soon. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the International Skating Center of Connecticut in Simsbury, Connecticut. Saturday night, February 15th, 2020. Nick, let's get the camera going on the festivities, because those will be getting underway in just a couple moments from now. As I mentioned in the pregame, it is senior night here in Trojanville, as 12 seniors will be getting recognized along with their parents before the game. 9 of the players are on varsity, and 3 of them are on the JV team. So all the parents are together behind the Simsbury bench as we await our ceremony to get underway. With me tonight is Nick Sinacori, who's operating the camera for us, and he has a headset on, and he will provide his thoughts and analysis as we go throughout the course of the game, and he'll save my voice because it's just me on the call tonight. Mike Sinacori and Chris Cody, our 2 other broadcast team members, are out at an event, so they're enjoying a night off, and Nick and I are holding down the fort here at ISCC. So, Nick.
Yeah?
This is a night that has been circled on the calendar. Are you excited or what?
Yes, I'm very excited for this game. Going to be a great game, senior night tonight, and then some great fun of hockey against hard-hitting New Canaan.
Yeah, as you said, Nick, New Canaan is the Trojans' opponent tonight, and after the ceremony we'll get into more in depth about both teams and how their seasons have been going by. This is a rescheduled game, Nick. This game was supposed to be back in January 18th to be specific, but a snowstorm decided to come, and Mother Nature decided to postpone the game and move senior night to tonight. So we are very happy to be here covering the game as the players for Simsbury make their way out onto the benches. They're bringing their sticks and their helmets.
And they had a tough one the other night against the Farmington Valley Generals.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Ended in a tie, 1-1.
1-1 tie.
Over at AOF.
Over at Avon Old Farms. Yeah, we'll talk about that game after the ceremony.
Going to be a great ceremony once again. And we're not typically located where we typically are, up in the porches, which are right there.
Yeah, that's right. We're usually in the perch tonight, but we have a different vantage point for our SCTV audience.
We are actually right next to the SHS, the high school student section.
So the non-senior players are on the bench. So
we should get this little kid on there right now. Get his SCTV moment.
As the senior players are out. So
here comes the senior guys.
So they'll be lining up
pretty shortly.
I'm not sure if Jeff Pinney, the Simsbury Athletic Director, is doing the PA. It'll be Dean Ober, so we'll send it over to Dean Ober, who will do our senior night pregame ceremony.
Simsbury High School varsity hockey Trojans. We love our fans, family, friends, and our opponents. The International Skating Center of Connecticut. Tonight is a special night as we recognize and honor our senior hockey players. Simsbury High School hockey has a long and successful history as one of the leading programs in the state. We take pride in the fact that our players have come through the ranks of our local hockey program to reach this highest competitive level. We are grateful for our seniors and all those people who have represented Simsbury hockey and our great town of Simsbury. Tonight we have 12 senior players, 9 varsity players, 3 junior varsity players, for their contributions, their hard work, and for their dedication to the game and each other. We thank you for giving us, parents, family, friends, the enjoyment of watching the play succeed over the years. They have been partying together since they were 4 or 5 years old. So the learn skate and hockey star went on to the ranks of Simsbury Youth Hockey. Our seniors have formed friendships and a bond with one another as teammates that will last in eternity. These boys have made many contributions on and off the ice. Their spirit, dedication, and commitment are indeed worthy of our recognition. We also take the opportunity to thank 12 hockey families who have supported these seniors in their commitment to this game, for lacing up their skates as mites, to encouraging them through their practice as freshmen, for hosting team dinners, to pick up at the farms at midnight, for the hours following them on the road at home, and for the years of hockey laundry and replacing broken sticks and new equipment. For always being there in the stands and hit the ice, for always being there in that dark parking lot when, win or lose, they got off the bus. For everything they do to keep them on the ice. Hockey brothers, hockey sisters, hockey dads, hockey moms, let's hear it for our Simsbury hockey family. We would also like to thank all the hockey coaches who have been impacted our players. For hockey sergeants, if you know who you are, thank you. Also, a shout out to our athletic trainer, Alex Cena, for always being at the end, and a shout out to the Simsbury High School athletic director, Jeff Pinney, for all the support this season. Finally, we would like to thank our coaches, junior varsity head coach, Dave Aletta, and his assistant coaches, Ricky Aletta and Jerry Cormier. A strong thank you to head coach Chris Day, assistant coaches Keith Falsman and Dan Lee. Thank you guys for your leadership for your season. Just a reminder that while this is senior night, is much more Trojan hockey ahead, with several games on the road, the CCC tournament, and the state tournament as well. We hope you benefit from all those games. Please let each of our seniors hear you as we take the opportunity to celebrate them individually, as well as their families and their contributions to our Simsbury hockey history program. From the junior varsity program, we would like to recognize first Jack Earnhardt.
Here is senior Jack Earnhardt, who is a member of the JV team. He's being escorted by his parents, Kathy and John.
And Jack Earnhardt has been playing hockey for 12 years. He's been an SHS player for 2 years.
Here's Will Heller with his parents, Wendy and Dave. And Joey Niederreiter. Nick bringing you the ceremony on your televisions, laptops, iPads, wherever you're watching our broadcast from.
And now for our senior varsity players. A first-year varsity player for defense is escorted by his parents,
Now for our varsity senior players, first up is Sam Connors. He's been a varsity player for 1 year, and he's been playing hockey for 11 years since 2nd grade.
Next up, a first-year varsity player of defense is scored by his parents, Debbie and Mark, number 20, Ryan Jacobs.
And here comes Ryan Jacobs. Ryan's been playing hockey since he was 5 years old. Ryan is with his parents, Debbie and Mark, and his sister, Grace. Ryan's brother, Brendan, who's in my grade, was on the varsity team.
Great looking crew there.
Ryan's favorite SHS hockey moment is bonding with the boys off the ice. And here's goalie Chris Holland. Chris has been playing hockey since he was 7 years old. He's been on the varsity team for the last 2 years. And his favorite SHS hockey moment was from earlier this year. The team went up to Boston University to play a game at Aganis Arena. And Chris's plans after graduating is enlisting in the Marines. And here's Rocco Cirilli. 3-year varsity player, has been playing hockey for 13 years. And
Jake Rocco's been a great player this year on the team.
Rocco's been doing, as you said, Nick, he's been having a great season playing on the first line, right winger. And here's my neighbor, longtime friend, Drew Leck, being escorted by his parents, Chris and Carolyn Leck.
That is once again Jake Ostron's neighbor, the Lex. Great looking crew right there as well.
Drew's been playing hockey for since he was 4 years old. He's been on the varsity team for 3 years, and his favorite SHS hockey moment was scoring his first varsity goal. And here comes
the best goalie in the state of Connecticut, Jackson Bojo.
He's being escorted by his parents, Carrie and Brian. Jackson
had a heck of a game on Wednesday against the Farmington Valley Generals.
And here is Scott Simeon, another great friend of mine. He's with his parents, Paul and Holly. Scott's been playing hockey for 13 years. He's been on the varsity team for 3 years. Scott's favorite SHS hockey memory was beating Northwest Catholic back during his sophomore year.
Another great looking family. The Simeons.
Here is one of the captains, in addition to Scott Simeon, Jack Fiango. He's been a varsity player for 3 years, and Jack's been playing hockey for 13 years, and Jack has the same favorite SHS hockey moment as Scott, beating Northwest Catholic their sophomore year.
Here's something, Jake. My dad, when he played hockey, I believe was number 8.
Yeah, there you go, number 8, Jack Fiango. Now here's Cole Chapman. He's been a 4-year varsity hockey player. He's being escorted by his parents, Nancy and Ken.
And there's Mr. Chapman repping his new hat that he just made today. And then here's all your seniors.
So here are your 12 seniors, class of 2020. Great looking crew of 12 seniors and their parents and siblings. As I mentioned before, Cole's been a varsity player for 4 years. Here's our national anthem. Nice job with the national anthem. As our senior night pregame ceremony has concluded, both teams will be warming up in just a few moments from now.
And that was, Jake, that was tremendous. That ceremony was just awesome. Simsbury puts on a beautiful production for the senior ceremony and for the seniors, and to go right into the national anthem, that was something. Wow.
Great ceremony, great national anthem.
Jake, you couldn't sing that.
No, I couldn't. I don't have that type of voice, Nick, and I would not be worthy of going on American Idol or The Voice out in Los Angeles, Hollywood. So,
Jake, you could do the Masked Singer. The Masked Singer would be perfect. Dress you up in a costume.
So the senior players are getting their helmets on, getting their gloves together, getting their waters, and getting their sticks. They'll be hitting the ice shortly for 8 minutes of warm-ups. New Canaan is still in their locker room.
And it's game time, fellas.
Almost game time.
New Canaan's probably like, what's going on out there?
Carpet is being rolled up.
The red carpet.
Captured lots of great pictures out there.
Yep.
Lot of picture frames.
Yep.
A lot of pictures that will be in picture frames, I am sure, in the coming years.
2020 seniors. What's your prediction, Jake, for tonight?
I'm not making a prediction, Nick. I am not. I am not going to make a prediction.
Simsbury wins by 6. And here comes the teams.
As Simsbury will get the warm-ups underway.
Simsbury is wearing white, and New Canaan is wearing, looks like black, Jake. Black and white.
As both teams enter the ice for warm-ups. We'll give you the rundown on both teams. We'll begin with the visitors from New Canaan. New Canaan enters tonight's contest with a record of 13-2-1. Their head coach is Clark Jones. He's in his 3rd season. The Rams play in the FCIAC down in Fairfield County. The Rams went 13-6-1 last season. They went 5-6-1 against Division I teams. New Canaan is in Division I. New Canaan was the 7th seed in the Division I state tournament last year. They lost 1-0 to number 2 seed Northwest Catholic in the quarterfinal round. Rams are coming off a 3-2 win back on Thursday versus Greenwich. Senior defenseman Justin Whitefeld scored a pair of goals for New Canaan in their win on the road. So common opponents, Nick, for Simsbury and New Canaan. First is Hamden. New Canaan lost 4-2 to Hamden. Simsbury lost 7-5. Second team is Northwest Catholic. New Canaan won 5-1. Simsbury won 3-0 and lost 5-3. And lastly is Immaculate. New Canaan won 4-2. Simsbury won 5-4. One of the big player losses for the Rams is Gunnar Granito. He graduated last year. He scored 40% of New Canaan's goals last season. And a few key players to watch. Senior defenseman number 17, Justin Whitefeld. He had 3 goals, 9 assists last season. Second is junior forward number 8, Griffin Dean. He had 21 points last season, 10 goals, 11 assists, and he was second in points last year. And lastly, player to watch is junior forward number 23, Bowden Gamil, 4 goals, 15 assists in last year's campaign, and he was third in scoring last season. Now, Nick, we're going to switch it over to the Trojans as we zoom in on their warm-ups. Trojans enter tonight with a regular season record of 9-5-1. They're head coached by Chris Day, and assistant coaches are Dan Lee and Keith Balswitz. Trojans are coming off a 1-1 tie versus Farmington Valley at Avon Old Farms back on Wednesday. Senior forward Scott Simeon knotted the game at one, just 47 seconds into the second period. Jackson Bolger, who's in net tonight for the Trojans, played on Wednesday. He played outstanding in between the 6x4. He had 42 saves. Last season, Simsbury defeated New Canaan 4-3 back on December 15th, 2018. So Nick, we are in for an exciting treat here tonight. It's a very highly anticipated Division I battle. What are you looking forward to most tonight, my friend?
Yes, I am. I can't wait. So, guys, go grab your popcorn, go grab a blanket or coat, and come back for some great time, fun high school hockey.
And we still have 5 minutes left of warm-ups, so we will sign off for now, and we will be back once the starting lineups are announced. Once again, this is Jake Oster and Nick Sinacore. We will see you soon for our starting lineups, and then puck will drop here at ICC Olympic Sheet Saturday, February 15th, 2020, senior night. We will see you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the International Skating Center of Connecticut. Warm-ups for both teams have just concluded. We will be getting our starting lineups in just a couple moments from now. Both teams picking up their warm-up pucks. Very special night here at ISCC Senior Night. We had our pregame ceremony just about 10 minutes ago. So we are almost set to go for tonight's contest. Here's Dean Ober, public address announcer, announcing tonight's starting lineups for both teams. Senior defenseman number 17, Justin Whitefeld, getting the start on the back end for the Rams. And number 23 is junior Bowden Gamil. Carter Gavin Reed. Some of the New Canaan numbers are not listed on our roster, so we apologize. Here's the starting line for Simsbury, and Scott Simeon will play on the left wing. He'll get the start. And here's Cole Chapman, senior. He'll be centering the first line tonight. And Drew Leck, right wing, getting the start. Jack Fiango getting the start on D. And Sam Connors. And then Jackson Bolger in net for the Trojans, making his third straight start. National anthem was played, so we will not have an anthem right now. We're almost ready to go. Nick Sinacore operating the camera tonight. As I mentioned before, some of the names and the numbers for New Canaan do not match our roster on the CIAC and in our program, so we apologize for that. Nice student section here to our right.
But unfortunately, let's hope this student section can do what it can do and help us win. The student section plays a big role in high school.
That's what home ice and home field allows you, Nick, to have a rowdy student section.
Doesn't seniors play for basketball too for senior night? Jake?
Huh? Say that one more time.
Seniors.
Yeah, Coach Stillman.
Yeah.
Coach Stillman puts the seniors in.
So same with hockey too.
Yep. So an all-senior starting lineup for the Trojans: Jackson Bolger, Sam Connors, Jack Fiango, Scott Simeon, Colt Chapman, and Drew Leck.
And as the game begins, let's give prompts to what happened on the other ice, the high school girls hockey team.
We're underway
their senior night
here at ISCC. Here comes Drew Leck racing up the right side, fires the puck around. Eric Wills to the half wall. Brody Gamil sticks that on Jackson Bolger, and we'll get a stoppage of play. We'll get a stoppage of play here. Just 16 seconds into the period. Faceoff will come to the left of Jackson Bolger. Off the tie-up, it's won by Scott Simeon. Rocco Srilly finds Jack Fiango up ahead to Drew Leck, who's back into the neutral zone. Leck swings it deep into the Rams zone. Scott Simeon fighting for the puck. Drew Leck finds Cole Chapman behind the net, throws it across the goal mouth, but no one was there. Junior Griffin Marquis taking the puck around his own net. Here is Jack Fiango up ahead to Drew Leck. A nice back check there by Bowden Gamil. Here comes Cole Chapman racing ahead on the right side. Simeon trailing him, and the Rams. Rocco Cirilli, and that puck is deep into the Simsbury zone. There's Ryan McCormick racing along the left side, and here comes Rocco Cirilli. Cirilli with a shot from the left dot, just goes wide of George Whiteley, tonight's goaltender for New Canaan. Here comes Jonathan Wang, defenseman, backhands it ahead to Ryan McCormick, and McCormick will flick it into the Rams zone. Aaron Livingston fighting for the puck. Second line out, shot from the point by Wang. Nice save there by goaltender George Whiteley. Sam Connors over to his defensive partner, Jonathan Wang. Wang tries to fire that puck deep into the Ram zone, but it hit Rocco Cirilli. And here is Aaron Livingston back to Fiango. Puck back out to the neutral zone. And Matty Pinelli will fire it deep into the Simsbury zone. Fiango up ahead to Simeon. Simeon cross-ice pass to Drew Leck. Leck fires. That shot was blocked by Matty Pinella. Drew Leck with a big hit in the corner. Rams player was slow to get up. Here comes Cole Chapman, 3-on-2. Chapman, Deeks, backhands. Yeah, no goal. No goal, it hit the post. Student section thought that it was a goal. I did also, but
yeah.
Puck hit the post. The goalie's best friend.
The student section thought that was a wicked time goal.
And we've got an icing here. So a great.
The student section erupted because they thought clearly that was a goal.
That puck hit the post.
I didn't see it hit the post.
The referee emphatically waved it off, but a good look there by the senior Cole Chapman.
And he was going to go and celebrate.
Faceoff will come to the right of George Whiteley. And off the tie-up, it's won by the Rams, but puck finds its way back to the point to Ryan Jacobs, who swings it around deep into the New Canaan zone. Justin Whitefeld. As Ryan Jacobs bounces off the board back out to center. Aaron Livingston back to his brother Elijah, slides it overhead to Ryan Jacobs. Rocco Cirilli tried to backhand it to Aaron Livingston. He wasn't able to. Livingston on the half wall. Here comes the Rams deep, and here is Justin Whitefeld. That shot by John Eccleston gets blocked, and McCormick will swing it deep into the New Canaan zone as the Trojans will get a fresh set of legs out onto the ice. Sam Connors chips it ahead, tries to find Drew Leck. Delayed off sides. Rams touch up. Jonathan Wang over to Sam Connors and back to Wang. Wang bounces it off the boards, tried to find Simeon, but it didn't have enough oomph on that pass. Here comes Cole Chapman. Finds Drew Leck. Leck in over the line. Leck takes it wide. Finds Cole Chapman. Here comes Drew Leck. Leck backhands it around to Cole Chapman. Chapman tried to throw it in front of the net mouth. Wasn't able to. And this will be an icing. So we got 10 minutes and 5 seconds, 10:05 to go in this opening period. No score. Senior night here at IFCC. This tie-up will come to the right of George Whiteley. At least that's we think who's in net. We don't have a 34. Goaltender's number is 34, but we don't have a 34 listed on our roster. There's Simeon, tried to find Drew Leck, and a shot by Marquis. Gets blocked in front. Ian Spencer, the defenseman. Cross-ice pass off of number 10, Sam Ives, deep into Trojan zone as Jack Fiengo is chased there by Ian Spencer. Comes Cole Chapman racing up the left wing side. Chapman with a shot and no goal as he hit post again. That Cole shot is very lethal. He has a lot of power on that shot. As that shot by John Eccleston sails high. Here comes Rocco Cirilli the other way. Cirilli dancing around the net, tries to throw it in front of Cole Chapman. Cirilli with the shot, and that shot is saved by George Whiteley. Fiengo off the boards to Cirilli. And the Rams will take the puck up the ice. Rams in over the line, and Jack Johnson will swing it deep into the Trojan zone. Really, that puck is fired deep into the Simsbury zone. Jackson Bolger will leave the puck for his defenseman, Jack Fiengo. Ryan McCormick bounces it off the boards. Fiengo up ahead to Rocco Cirilli. Cirilli throws it deep into the New Canaan zone as the Trojans will get a line change. New set of 5 guys out on the ice for the Trojans. No score with 8 minutes to go in this first period. And that shot by number 22 hit the iron. Sam Connors. They'll toss it in deep into the Ram zone. Scott Simeon chasing for the puck. He has the puck. Simeon with the puck. Jack Fiengo pinching in. Swings it around the wall. Battle on the half wall. And this puck will go for an icing. So we got a stoppage of play with looks to be 7:30 to go. We played exactly half of the first period. Nick, what are you seeing in this first 7 minutes, 30 seconds into this period?
Well, to get 2 goals not to go in, that's pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty something.
Cole has hit the post twice.
And the student section thought it was a goal.
I did also.
As you could hear them, they're pretty mad at the refs. And we're sorry about that, folks.
Justin Whitefeld. And Scott Simeon tries to chip it out of his own zone, and that shot was turned aside by Jackson Bolger.
Jake, have you ever seen any overturned goals before?
Yes, I have. I don't remember the last time when.
But ever in high school hockey?
Shot by Whitefeld, sailed wide. Yes, I have. Nick Sinacori giving you the look of what's happening on the Olympic sheet of ice here at ISCC, the International Skating Center of Connecticut. Simeon tosses at the Leck. Leck's shot is blockered away by George Whiteley. Long stretch pass, cross-ice pass ahead. That was Carter Ellis. Ellis dances around Fiango. Ellis spins, tries to, as we get a stoppage play as the net came off. And this faceoff will stay inside the Trojan zone. This faceoff will come to the left, to the right of Jackson Bolger. These nets here, Nick, at ISCC come off very easily.
They do.
We did a game 2 weeks ago, and East Catholic got a goal taken off the scoreboard after the official waved off a goal that looked like the net either came off before or after the puck crossed the line. Here in Livingston taking the face-off for Simsbury, and he wins that. Elijah Livingston up ahead to Ryan McCormick. McCormick chips it ahead to Rocco Cirilli.
And Jake, why did they let the student section go on the glass?
I don't know. That's a good question, Nick. You would figure that the students would be back, but...
Because they're typically not on the glass.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
they're
you're right.
In the stands.
Yeah, you're usually on the bleachers.
And they're on the glass.
So we get a whistle here. I don't know if that puck hit.
And all they...
I don't know if that puck hit a player on one of the benches, but this faceoff will come inside the Ram zone.
Didn't we do a game one year, and Coach Day, the refs had to yell at the kids bending on the glass at the end?
I don't remember, but I think I might remember. I just don't. It's not clear in my head. I'll have to give that some thought, Nick. Off the tie-up. It's one, and a quick shot by Chapman sailed high over to 6x4, which George Whiteley, who we're guessing is in goal for New Canaan. There's Gavin Reed as Simeon and Chapman deliver a big hit on Gavin Reed.
Huge hit.
With the marquee kept in at the line by New Canaan. Back to the top, and a nice shot, and nice save there by Jackson Bolger as Bowden Gamil tried to play that off the air. Here's Scott Simeon. Simeon's shot gets blocked.
And hopefully no glass breaks.
Yeah, our last game we had glass break. Lex with a slap shot and offsides.
Just mention it's Saturday, folks, and it's not during the week. And so if the glass breaks, who cares? We could spend the night here at ISCC. Right, Jake?
Yep, that is exactly right. Great to have Nick wearing a headset for us this evening. We've got 4 minutes, 53 seconds to go in this opening period. Jake Ostern and Nick Sinacori bringing you the action here on senior night at the Igloo here at ISCC. As the Rams take it deep into the Trojan zone. Nice hit there by Patrick Mahar. Puck finds its way deep into the New Canaan zone. Puck finds its way down the Olympic sheet of ice for an icing.
here's another good point I'm going to bring up
Couple.
to you, Jake. Where's the SHS administrative staff for the student section?
That's a good question, Nick.
There's no administrative staff with the student section.
I don't see Tom Palmer or Jeff Pinney. The girls hockey, as you said, Nick, they're playing. They have their senior night on the NHL side.
So it's really strange here tonight.
Yeah.
You got the students section on the glass, which it's weird.
Puck pinballs its way into the Simsbury zone as Aaron Livingston got checked to the ground. Rocco Cirilli, we got a 2-on-1 here, Nick. Cirilli with McCormick on the left side. McCormick to Cirilli, and no goal.
Another no goal.
Simsbury with a few great scoring opportunities, but unfortunately unable to cash in. Rocco Cirilli swings it to Ryan McCormick. This is the second line out for the Trojans. Aaron Livingston, Ryan McCormick, Rocco Cirilli, and with the D pair of Jack Fiengo and Griffin Marquis. Back to the point. And we've got an icing. Stoppage of play with looks to be about 2:55 to go in this first period. We are still scoreless. Cole Chapman and Carter Ellis will take the faceoff to the right of Jackson Bolger. And Chapman wins that faceoff cleanly. Jonathan Wang back to Ryan Jacobs. Jacobs swings it over to McCormick. Touch pass ahead to Leck, and Leck decides to backhand it back to his defense of Jonathan Wang and Ryan Jacobs.
Nice hit.
Comes Ryan Jacobs up ahead to Scott Simeon. Cross ice pass to Drew Leck. Carter Ellis. Chapman ahead to Simeon and Carter Ellis. Wang bounces it back out to center. Simeon up ahead to Cole Chapman. Chapman on a breakaway, and they score! Cole Chapman lights the lamp with just under 2 minutes to go. And Cole cashes in on a backhand, and it's 1-0 Trojans with 1:56 to go in this opening period.
That was a great goal by the one and only Cole Chapman. And 1-0 Simsbury Trojans on this senior night.
And Cole Chapman will get the goal. Scott Simeon with the assist. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 4 seconds of the first period. Oh, and New Canaan counters right back at a turnover right in front of Jackson Bolger.
And now we're tied 1-1.
We are tied, 2 goals in a span of 13 seconds.
This is going to be a great game and great battle, Jake.
So New Canaan cashes in off the miscue. Looked to be either Fiengo or Marquis. I couldn't tell. Nice shot there by New Canaan. Picked the top right corner. So we've got 1-1 with 1:35 to go in this opening period. Jake Oster, Nick Sinacori here at ISCC bringing you the action as this puck is thrown in deep into the Simsbury zone. Number 22 scored that goal, Nick, but we don't have a 22 on our roster. We've got a 21, then a 23.
You think was from JV?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. A lot of the we're missing some numbers on the rosters that we have. Nothing that we can do about it, Nick. Oh, what a save by Jackson Bolger.
Doesn't it look like the net came off?
As he absolutely robbed Jack Johnson of a point-blank shot. Bolger kicks out the right pad. What a save there by the senior netminder Jackson Bolger as the net came off. What a save.
What a heck of a save.
Great play. Great setup by New Canaan.
Yeah.
But Jackson Bolger had other ideas on Jack Johnson. Not the singer Jack Johnson.
Not the singer Jack Johnson. That's correct. That's correct, Jake.
We have 46 seconds remaining in this opening period. 1-1, 2 goals in a span of 13 seconds, one by each team. Turnover there. And that shot by Justin Whitefeld just went wide. Whitefeld keeps the puck in. Jonathan Wang with the puck for Simsbury. And he'll fire across ice into the New Canaan zone. That puck finds its way back out to center. Here comes Sam Connors. Up ahead to Scott Simeon. Simeon back to his defensive partner, Jonathan Wang. And first period comes to a close.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't hear the buzzer. We didn't hear the horn sound. So after 15 minutes of play here at ISCC, we are tied 1-1 senior night. Cole Chapman with the first period goal for Simsbury at 13:04 with the primary assist and the only assist by Scott Simeon. So the Zamboni will come out, do a clean swipe of the ice, and we'll be back for second period action here at ISCC. We will see you shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at ISCC in Simsbury, Connecticut, Saturday, February 15th, 2020, and it is senior night for our Simsbury Trojans as they take on the New Canaan Rams. We are deadlocked at 1-1 after 15 minutes of play. 2 goals in a span of 13 seconds, one by each respective team. Simsbury got their goal by Cole Chapman on a backhand opportunity after he had 2 great scoring opportunities before he rang iron on both of them. But Cole found the back of the net, put the biscuit in the oven. Scott Simeon with the assist on the Cole's goal. That goal came at 13:04. Jackson Bolger made some great saves, including a point-blank shot on a shot that was right in front of us here at the left dot. Shot by Jack Johnson off a great feed, but Jackson Bolger kicked that right pad out and made a great save. Once again, I am Jake Oster. Nick Sinacori alongside me tonight. He is operating the camera, also has a headset on. So 1-1 as the second period is just about to get underway. Simsbury in their home whites. New Canaan in black uniforms. Simsbury will go right to left across their television, and New Canaan will go left to right. So the Trojans will shoot down on this end of the ice at our end. We're across from the benches tonight. And we're off. Second period action is underway here in Simsbury. New Canaan, shot by Justin Whitefeld, just goes wide on the short side of Jackson Bolger. Strulek ahead to Scott Simeon. Here's Strulek racing along the right wing side. Leck. Shot gets blocked by John Eccleston, and we get stoppage of play as a hand pass, and that faceoff will come outside of the New Canaan zone, and this face-off is going to be there's confusion. Yeah, this face-off will come back out to center. Simeon wins the face-off cleanly, and that puck finds its way back to Elijah Livingston. Up ahead to Cole Chapman. Chapman finds Scott Simeon. We've got an offsides. Scott won that face-off. This comes Jack Fiango and number 21, Carter Ellis, racing behind Fiango. And Simeon with the puck deep. And now Fiango with the biscuit. Bounces it off the boards to Drew Leck. Leck tried to get that puck back out the center, kept in by New Canaan. Here comes Colt Chapman. Chapman throws it in front, tries to find either Scott Simeon or Drew Leck. Simeon backhands it around to Cole Chapman. Chapman deep into the left wing corner. Number 11, Bennett Wang and Scott Simeon tangled up, battling for the puck. And Leck delivers a nice hit to number 10, Sam Ives. Puck deep into the Simsbury zone. Sam Connors. Sit ahead, number 9, Jack Johnson. Sam Connors backhands it off the boards to Simeon, and that puck finds its way back out the center, and Bennett Wang will throw it deep into the Simsbury zone. Played 2 minutes of the second period. Here comes Rocco Cirilli with a shot right into the gut of George Whiteley. So we get a stoppage play with 12:55 to go in this second period. We're still knotted up at 1. Nick, what are you seeing out of the first 2 minutes of this period?
Just hard and physical hockey.
Nice flow to it, right? Nice pace.
Nice pace.
McCormick tried to kick it to Aaron Livingston, and that puck by Jack Johnson found its way into the Simsbury bench, and that puck almost hit assistant coach Keith Balsowitz.
That wouldn't have been good if he
got
hit.
Keith, the coaching staff, dodged the incoming puck.
Like what happened to me the last game.
You almost got hit by a puck.
Hit by 2.
Faceoff comes to the right, to the left of George Whiteley.
You would have been out of the camera guy.
Faceoff is won by Aaron Livingston. Livingston chases for the puck. Sorry, we don't have a number 4 listed on New Canaan's roster. Here comes Ryan McCormick. McCormick backhands it around. Aaron Livingston. McCormick with the puck. Battling in the corner. Livingston retrieves the puck. Livingston. Nice. Livingston backhands it to number 9. Jack Johnson kept in at the line by. And that puck found its way again into the Simsbury bench. Coaching staff had to dodge 2 pucks, Nick.
Like what I did the other game. I'm telling you, Jake, you gotta be careful of flying pucks.
Seems as if Keith Balsowitz is a puck magnet behind the bench for the Trojans. Assistant coach Keith Balsowitz doing a great job, along with assistant coach Dan Lee and head coach Chris Day. Comes ahead, Justin Whitefelt the other way. Livingston gets taken down. New Canaan bench wanted a call, but there's no call. And that puck is thrown back out the center. Here comes Drew Leck chasing for the puck. Delayed offsides, and the Trojans touch up. And here comes Justin Whitefeld racing along the right wing side, getting chased by Chapman. Chapman delivers a hit to Whitefeld. Ahead to Drew Leck. Soft touch pass ahead, and that puck found its way back to center ice. New Canaan comes the other way. And Jackson Bolger will decide to freeze that puck with 11:26 to go in the second period. Both teams getting a fresh set of 5 guys out there, 10 new players out on the ice. Goaltenders are out there for the entire 45 minutes of action. This faceoff will come to the left of Jackson Bolger. Off the tie-up, it's won by the Trojans. Kept in at the line, and that shot by Maddie Pinella from the point finds its way into the catching glove of Jackson Bolger. Faceoff comes back to the left side of Bolger, won by the Rams. Number 26, Sam Augustine. No ice, as that puck was deflected off of number 18, Gavin Reed. Reed up ahead to Sam Augustine. Chips it back out the center. Ryan Jacobs will throw it into the New Canaan zone. Up ahead to Gavin Reed. Reed getting chased there by Ryan McCormick. Comes Aaron Livingston. Good back check there by Rocco Cirilli. Number 14, we don't have a number 14, but we do have a number 18, Gavin Reed. Throws it deep into the Simsbury zone. Jackson Bolger will swing it along the half wall to Ryan McCormick, who's battling along the half wall. Here comes Rocco Cirilli, second line out for the Trojans. Cirilli taking it wide. Cirilli's shot is blockered away by George Whiteley. Gavin Reed tried to chip it ahead out to center. Aaron Livingston doing a nice job along the half wall. Here comes Rocco Cirilli, and that puck found its way back out the center to Jonathan Wang. Jack Fiengo throws it on net, and Whiteley steers that aside. Here comes Gavin Reed, and Scott Simeon delivers a big hit to Gavin Reed. And we got a stoppage of play. This faceoff will come to the right of George Whiteley. Scott Simeon, Drew Leck, Colt Chapman, Jack Fiengo, and Jonathan Wang. 5 players out for Chris Day and the Trojans. Wang up ahead to Colt Chapman. Chapman ahead to Scott Simeon. And that puck is thrown back out the center by Carter Ellis. And we got a penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Rams. Excuse me, it's going to be against the Trojans. And Colt Chapman will go off for tripping. So 5 minutes and 46 seconds in, the Rams will get their first power play of the night. Colt Chapman goes to the box for tripping at 5:46. So the faceoff will come to the left of Jackson Bolger.
And Jake, did you notice the New Canaan goalie was going into the bench?
Going into the
bench, it looked like.
Yeah, because the got a delayed penalty, and Whiteley was going to the bench for the extra attacker.
That would have been nice if Simsbury could have gotten that open arrow.
Back to the top. Rams are on a power play as Colt Chapman's in the box for tripping. First power play for either team tonight. No penalties in the first 15 minutes, first period. We're in the middle frame here at ICC, still in a 1-1 tie. Bowden Gamil back to the point to Eric Willis. Bowden Gamil back to the point to Ellis. Number 14. And that puck hops over the stick of Eric Wills, and it finds its way 200 feet down the river. There's Carter Ellis with a minute to go on the Chapman minor penalty for tripping. Gordon Gamil drops it down. Gamil with the puck. Finds its way to Willis. Willis down low. Puck hits Griffin Marquis. And that puck finds its way back out of the Ram zone. And Drew Leck chasing for the puck. Good hustle there by Leck, but was unable to get that puck Drew Leck is all over the ice. Got 20 seconds left, and then we'll be back to 5-on-5 even strength. And a nice save there by Jackson Bolger as Bowden Gamil tried to find the back of the net, and the shot is turned away by Jackson Bolger, and that puck finds its way back down into the New Canaan zone, and the Trojans were killed off the Chapman penalty in a long stretch pass ahead. Number 22, we don't have a number 22 on our New Canaan roster. Number 22 for New Canaan. Comes around the end boards. Simeon harassing number 22. Rocco Cirilli battling in the corner. Here comes Cole Chapman. Chapman backhands it to Rocco Cirilli. Cirilli tried to find Livingston, and a shot from the point by Livingston is turned aside by George Whiteley. Puck finds its way out back into the Trojan zone. Jonathan Wang will swing it around the left wing boards. Ahead to Rocco Cirilli. Ryan McCormick on the right side. Cirilli, and that puck is tossed into the point by number 21, Carter Ellis. Livingston tried to backhand it to Ryan McCormick. And Jack Johnson will backhand it deep into the Trojan zone. Under 6 minutes to go in this second period as Jackson Bolger catches that puck off a shot into the catching glove, so we get a stoppage of play with 5:51 to go in the second period. We're still tied at 1. Jake Oster, Nick Sinacori here at ISCC, known as the Igloo because it's very cold in here.
Not like being down in Florida.
That's right. Florida would be nice, they have the ideal weather right now. And a shot by number 20, Aaron Garay, in front of the net. Was saved there by Jackson Bolger.
Well, some of you know, shout out to my Papa Mike, who's down in Florida right now.
He's a very lucky man, Nick.
Enjoying the
warm weather.
And his friend Eddie Sewell. As I'm there to enjoy being at the pool, the beach.
Yes,
we enjoy the cold weather in a high school hockey game.
So we got a stoppage of play as Jackson Bolger decided to freeze that puck with 5:22 to go in the second period. Faceoff will come to the right of the senior netminder, Jackson Bolger, who made 42 saves on Wednesday in a 1-1 tie with Farmington Valley. Scott Simeon scored the only goal that game for the Trojans as Sam Connors tosses that puck deep into the Rams zone. Number 21, Carter Ellis, chips it ahead to number 8. Looks like Griffin Dean, the junior. Puck being chased there by Ryan Jacobs. And that puck finds its way out of play. So that faceoff should be, is that faceoff going to be outside the zone? No, it's going to be inside. It's going to be inside the zone as a Simsbury player shot that puck out of play. We got a stoppage with 4:35 to go in this period.
Maybe we should have brought those Wolfpack players here to play for Simsbury.
Off the tie-up, it's won by the Rams. Here comes Ryan McCormick. McCormick backhands one that's turned aside by the goalie, George Whiteley. Jack Fiango. Livingston tosses it ahead to Ryan McCormick. McCormick on the left wing side. Back to Rocco Cirilli, who shot Ryan McCormick. As McCormick gets thrown down. Fiango. Cirilli, shot goes wide.
Still firing the puck.
Aaron Livingston, Griffin Marquis, good battle along the wall in the neutral zone, and that puck is thrown in deep into the Simsbury zone as the Rams will get a line change. Comes number 12, Matty Pinella. Up ahead, shot deflects off the knob of the stick of Jackson Bolger. Comes Patrick Mahar. Patrick Mahar loses control of the puck, and that's retrieved by Bennett Wang. Kept in at the line by the Trojans. And shot by Alex Perlman is stopped by George Whiteley. So a couple good looks by Alex Perlman. 2:55, 2:56 to go in the second period. We're still tied at 1. Both teams trying to break the ice in a 1-1 deadlock. Off this tie, it's won by the Trojans, and Scott Simeon. Simeon delivers a big hit on Justin Whitefeld.
And this next goal is going to be crucial, Jake.
Absolutely, Nick. Whoever scores next will take a 2-1 lead. Justin Whitefeld. That shot's thrown across the goal mouth, and it is... The net came off again.
Net always comes off. Every game.
Yeah, these nets are, Nick, these nets are very prone to coming off of its moorings.
Yeah.
Faceoff will come to the right of Jackson Bolger with 2:30 to go in the second period. Off the tie-up, it's won by the Rams. Nice stick save there by Jackson Bolger. Off the shot by Bowden Gamil. Here comes Cole Chapman. Chapman tries to curl and drag, but a nice defensive play there by Bennett Wang, captain of the New Canaan Rams. And that will go for an icing. Good game, huh, Nick?
Yeah.
Good game.
This is a great game. And as I mentioned earlier, Jake, we should have brought those Hartford Wolfpack players with us to play for Simsbury, the guys that played last night.
They're in Lehigh Valley tonight taking on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Excuse me, they're now in town taking on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Off this tie-up, it's won by the Trojans. Excuse me, the Rams. And Chapman.
Nice break.
Chapman, we got a penalty coming up as Chapman gets hooked. And the Trojans will go to the power play with a minute 51 to go as number 22. We don't know his name because he's not listed on our roster. Will go to the box for hooking. That penalty comes at 13:09. So the power play unit of Scott Simeon, Colt Chapman, Rocco Cirilli, Jack Fiango, and Griffin Marquis are out. Chapman along the left wing half wall, back to the top to Fiango. Fiango to the right circle to Simeon. Simeon back to the top to Fiango. Fiango back down to Simeon. Simeon left-handed shot to Colt Chapman. And that puck is thrown in deep into the New Canaan zone by looks to be number 3. We don't have him on our roster. Comes Rocco Cirilli. Excuse me, Colt Chapman. Chapman tosses it around. And that puck is cleared by New Canaan down 200 feet where Jackson Bolger will leave that puck for center Colt Chapman. Senior Colt Chapman taking the puck up the ice, dancing around. Colt Chapman in over the line. Chapman along the left wing hash marks. Chapman Gets the puck, throws it back to Fiango. Fiango with a one-timer by Simeon that just goes wide, and that puck is back out to center. 50 seconds to go on the minor penalty for hooking. Here comes Griffin Marquis' shot turned aside by the right pad of George Whiteley. Simeon finds Cirilli. Simeon throwing the net, and Whiteley kicks out the right pad and makes a great save, and the Rams clear that puck again with 30 seconds to go on the Trojan power play. Justin Whitefeld, the Rams, number 15. Nice save. Whitefeld scores. So it's a shorthanded goal for the Rams as Justin Whitefeld cashes in. It's a shorthanded goal for the Rams. 19 seconds to go on the minor penalty for hooking. And the Rams take a 2-1 lead with 10 seconds left in the second period.
That was a big play.
That's a big goal, right, Nick? That's a big goal, shorthanded. Rams are out in front, 2-1. Off the tie, it's won by the Rams. Bennett Wang throws it ahead to Whitefeld, who throws it in deep. Here comes McCormick. Shot by Livingston at the horn is saved there by George Whiteley. So a late period goal by Justin Whitefeld, a shorthanded goal by the senior, puts the Rams in front 2-1 after 30 minutes of play. The Trojans will still have 9 seconds left on their power play. But Nick, a big goal there by the Rams going into the dressing room.
That was a huge goal by New Canaan to go up 2-1. And we'll see what the Trojans can do going into the third period.
Yeah, so
it's going to be a fun-filled third period and hard-hitting hockey game.
That is absolutely right.
In the third period. So, folks,
buckle up.
Buckle up.
Strap your seatbelts in.
Grab your peanuts, popcorn, licorice. Get whatever you guys need for the third quarter. We'll be back for some hard-hitting hockey in the third period.
Right after this.
Go.
All right, we are back here at ISCC for third period action. Saturday, February 15th, 2020. It is senior night for the Simsbury Trojans boys varsity hockey team. We had a great ceremony before the game honoring the 12 seniors, along with their parents and their siblings and their loved ones. Just a fantastic ceremony. And we have a great hockey game here tonight. New Canaan leads Simsbury 2-1 after 30 minutes of play. Simsbury got their goal by Cole Chapman in the first period. Scott Simeon tallied an assist on the Chapman goal, and New Canaan's Justin Whitefeld scored a shorthanded goal for the Rams with just 10 seconds left in the second period. So the Trojans find themselves down by a goal, 2-1, as both teams come out onto the ice to get the blood flowing again in their legs and do a little skate around before we drop the puck for the third period. Nick, what would you like to say?
Before we drop the puck, Jake, sorry, CC and my dad. You guys might have to find another sport to do.
Wow, Nick throwing your dad and CC under the bus.
Since Jake and I might be taking over your job doing boys high school hockey. After only one game, you guys might be having to do maybe high school swimming.
We have a ton of fun doing
high school croquet.
We have a ton of fun doing these games. Me, Jake Ostern, Nick Sinacori, our cameraman, and my fellow commentators Mike Sinacori and Chris Cody. We really enjoy doing these games. Tonight is the final regular season home game for the Trojans, and then they'll finish the regular season on the road with their last 4 games. So we don't know if we'll be back here at ICC for a state tournament game or a CCC conference semifinal game.
And
but
we totally miss my dad and CC tonight.
Absolutely.
And
we
hopefully get them back for another game this season.
We hope to have another game here at ICC. As the third period is underway, Cole Chapman wins the face-off. Puck finds its way deep into the Simsbury zone. Marquis bounces it off to Simeon. That's shot by number 15, who we don't have on our roster, sails wide. And number 23, Bowden Gamil, with a pass out in front,
and that goal
cashes in,
too. 3-1.
Finds its way into the 6x4 underneath the pads of Jackson Bolger, and just 19 seconds in, New Canaan jumps out to a 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 Rams.
You think Jake Simsbury kind of has given up?
No, I don't. No. Chris Day, Dan Lee, and Keith Boswitz they're having their players skate and play hard until that final horn.
Right. And they've been fighting hard-hitting hockey. Great to see.
Here comes Aaron Livingston taking the puck up for Trojans. Ahead to Rocco Cirilli in that puck. Up ahead to number 15. Stops along the half wall. Rocco Cirilli delivered a big hit. Here comes Aaron Livingston streaking ahead. Number 10, Sam Ives with the puck. Back to the point, and that puck finds its way back out to center. Number 14, we don't have him on our roster either. Number 14 throws it in front, and that is steered aside by Jackson Bolger, and that puck finds its way over the glass into the protective netting. So we got a stoppage play, and the faceoff will come to the right of Jackson Bolger.
And another good point I'm going to bring up to you too, Jake. The very first game you guys did for Trojan hockey, my brother actually did the camera for me.
Yes, he did. Sean Sinacori, who goes to Xavier University out in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nick's brother, who is a friend of mine also, did the camera for Game 1 against Farmington Valley.
And that was in the other rink.
Yeah, that was on the NHL side.
Where the Gores play.
Number 21 shot Carter Ellis, but that is blockered away by Jackson Bolger.
And I guess Sean did a pretty good job. I didn't want...
Sean did a great job. Another goal
by New Canaan. That was
by the Rams.
In the net.
Number 14, again, we don't have him on our roster. In a span of a minute 52, New Canaan puts up 2 crucial goals, 2 huge goals by the Rams.
And that was fired basically on the net.
And they have a 3-goal lead, 4-1, and a nice shot from the point by number 14, and it gets by Jackson Bolger. So Simsbury down by 3.
What division is New Canaan in, Jake?
Division 1, Nick. Division 1.
So they're in the same division as Simsbury.
Correct. They're in Division 1 with Simsbury. Simsbury is also a Division 1 team.
So this could be a matchup for states.
It all depends on the seed. It all depends on the seedings. Both teams have clinched a spot in the state tournament. You have to win 8 games to be in the state tournament. You got to win 40% of the 20 games that you play, and that comes out to 8 games.
It's from you being in high school. It's probably tough losing on your senior night.
Oh yeah, but Nick, we still have plenty of game left. Still under 12 minutes to go. Anything can happen as we get an icing, and we got icing or we got a penalty. We got a penalty here. Rocco Cirilli gets called for an elbow. So he goes off for elbowing with 11:52 to go in the third period. So the Trojans will be on the penalty kill. So a power play for the Rams. Cole Chapman taking the face-off, wins it cleanly to Wang. Jonathan Wang tried to clear the puck and it hit Chapman in the back. And Wang, cross ice, will clear. Number 3, we don't have him on our roster. Chapman slowing down. Number 17, Justin Whitefeld, and Jonathan Wang will clear that puck into the Rams zone. Number 14. Back to number 23, Bowden Gamil. Gamil to Whitefeld. Whitefeld in front. Nice block there by Jack Fiango. Here comes Cole Chapman. Gavin Reed, Bowden Gamil. Keep here is number 15. We don't have him on our roster. Gamil tries to toss it, yes, which he does. Number 3, back to the point. Number 14, shot. Pinballing in the crease, and Jackson Bolger will cover that puck up. With 53 seconds to go on the elbowing penalty by Rocco Cirilli. 10:45 remaining in the third period. Jake Ostern and Nick Sinacore here at ISCC senior night for Simsbury. Trojans are down by 3, 4-1. Number 18, Gavin Reed, will throw it deep into the Simsbury zone. Number 10, Sam Ives. Number 8, Griffin Dean. Dean scanning, finds Reed at the point. Down low to Sam Ives. Marquis tries to bounce it off the boards. Hits Sam Ives around the stomach area. Ives back to the point to Gavin Reed. Reed. Play is broken up by Drew Leck. From Sam Ives. Back to the point to number 5, Eric Wills. Ives back to Wills. Wills over to Gavin Reed. Reed with a shot, and that is blocked away by Jackson Bolger. Leck ahead to Aaron Livingston, and Livingston will throw the puck deep into the New Canaan zone, and the Trojans kill off the penalty. Chapman. Here comes Elijah Livingston. Elijah Livingston to Jack Fiango. Fiango backhands it to Rocco Cirilli. Ahead to Ryan McCormick. McCormick loses an edge. Livingston over to Fiango, up ahead to Cole Chapman. Chapman with a wrist shot from the top of the right circle. That is turned aside by George Whiteley.
And the Trojans need to score.
Yeah, goal here would be big here, Nick. Trojans need to capitalize. Fiango with a blast, and that shot goes wide.
Jake, has there been anyone from like Simsbury, Conard, Farmington Valley, or anyone that's been in the Hockey East?
I don't know, Nick. Are you talking to going to those high schools?
Going to those like colleges and playing for like Hockey East teams.
I'm not sure. I am not sure. That's something we'll have to look up. As number 23, and a shot by Patrick Mahar is turned aside by George Whiteley. Mahar throws it behind, kept in at the line by Jonathan Wang, freshman defenseman.
Because could you see any Simsbury players going to play like on a Hockey East team? Going to play college hockey is very tough. Right.
It's a It's a tough path, and there are recruiters out there. There are scouts out there. Patrick Mahar loses an edge. Jacobs bounces off the boards.
Always wish my dad would have made his NHL debut. That would have been cool.
It's a very tough road to the show. It's very tough to get to the pros. Number 19, we don't have him on our roster. We apologize for that. Simeon bounces it off the boards.
Another no-name, Jake.
Yeah, New Canaan, they don't really list
Maybe
some players we don't have on our roster.
Maybe it's
nice save there by Jackson Bolger. Here comes Cole Chapman. Number 22, we don't have him on our roster either.
Huh.
He decides to swing it deep into the Simsbury zone. Simeon. Drew Leck bounces it off the boards and back out the center. And that puck is tossed deep into the Simsbury zone. Drew Leck hustling. And Simeon sticks it ahead. Number 3, we don't have him on our roster either. He's on a breakaway, and a nice save there by Jackson Bolger. Glove save with 8:52 or 6:52 to go. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome.
The times are tough to read on the game clock's tough to read on the scoreboard.
Looks like you gotta fix the scoreboard.
Off the tie-up, it's won by Simsbury. And Livingston bounces it off the board. It's a Sam Connors. Sam Connors up ahead to Rocco Cirilli. Cirilli throws the puck into the New Canaan zone.
And time's basically 1 and out for the almost 1 and out.
Yeah, Trojans down by 3 with 6:20 to go in this third period. Jake Osler, Nick Sinacori bringing you the action here on Saturday, February 15th, 2020. Senior night for the Trojans as that shot by Rocco Cirilli sails wide of George Whiteley. McCormick swings it around. Cirilli with the puck up in front to Livingston, and Livingston was unable to get that shot off the feed by Cirilli. And number 3 for New Canaan throws it in deep. Jackson Bolger backhands it to Rocco Cirilli, and Cirilli will skate it up. Finds McCormick. Number 14. We don't have him on our roster. Number 14, and a nice save there by Jackson Bolger. Bowden Gamil. Number 15, we don't have him on our roster, but we do at number 23, Bowden Gamil. Fiango tries to backhand it, kept it at the line by number 14. Bowden Gamil tries to throw it in front. Chapman banks it off the boards to Drew Leck. Leck tried to deliver a big hit, and that puck hits the netting right in front of us as we get a stoppage of play with 5:02 remaining in this third period.
These guys, it's hard hitting hockey, like as we said before. And the Trojans look like they're playing with heart, but I don't know.
Off the tie-up, it's won by Simsbury. Jonathan Lang tried to clear that puck, and Drew Leck will fire it down the ice for an icing.
I'll tell you this, Jake. I think the Wolfpack skate much faster than the Boston Bruins.
AHL and NHL. Chapman wins the face-off. Jonathan Wang, cross ice, back out the center. Number 14. Off of Justin Whitefeld, and this will go for an icing. So we've got 4:40. Looks like 4:40 to go in this third period. New Canaan leading Simsbury 4-1. Simsbury's goal came off the stick of Cole Chapman back in the first period. Simeon working in the corner. And the puck gets by Griffin Marquis. 2-on-1, 2-on-2 if Marquis gets back, and a nice save there by Jackson Bolger off the shot.
Jackson's a good.
By number 21, Carter Ellis.
That was a good save. Good save.
Good save there. Good hustle by Griffin Marquis to come back and make it a 2-on-2. Face off to the left of Jackson Bolger. Puck is dropped and won by the Trojans. Wang up ahead to Drew Leck. Leck ahead to Cole Chapman. Cole Chapman streaking down on the right wing side, swings it around to Scott Simeon along the half wall. Simeon. That puck is back out the center. Jack Fiango up ahead to Cole Chapman. Chapman! And that shot is turned aside by George Whiteley.
Jake, with 3 minutes to go in this game, what do you think Coach Day is thinking right now?
Well, the New Canaan scored twice, and within the first 3 minutes of this third and final period, as George Whiteley, that puck finds its way into the breadbasket of George Whiteley. Nick, Trojans were down by 1. They were trailing by 1 entering the third period, and they find themselves down by 3 on a pair of quick goals by the Rams in a span of about a minute 52, if I recall. So Trojans looking to find the back of the net again. Looking to put together a couple goals, but they're working very hard. Ryan McCormick back around. Number 3 again, we don't have him on our roster. Kept in by Jack Fiango. Ahead to number
Now there's 2
18.
minutes. Now there's 2 minutes to go.
Excuse me, number 19. We don't have number 19 on our roster either. Under 3 minutes to go. In this third period, Aaron Livingston loses control of the puck. Number 22's shot. I believe that went off the catching glove of Jackson Bolger. Behind the net, Cirilli delivers a big hit. Fiango off the glass. And we've got some pushing and shoving behind the net.
And can you fight in a high school hockey game?
No, you can't.
You can't?
You can't.
I know in college you can't fight.
College you can't fight. High school you can't fight either. So it looks like Cirilli and number 22 will go off. This with 2:24 to go.
2:24 left in this game.
The teams will skate 5-on-5. So matching penalties for Rocco Cirilli and number 22 for New Canaan. So both teams will skate 5 aside.
And as you hockey lovers must say, this does not look good.
Scott Simeon back to Ryan Jacobs. Number 3 intercepts stretch pass from Jacobs to Leck. Number 3's shot was turned aside by Jackson Bolger, and number 10, Sam Ives, tried the follow-up. Here comes Cole Chapman. 2 minutes to go. Simeon's shot right into the breadbasket, into the gut of George Whiteley.
You've been saying his name a lot, Jake.
Yeah, I have. I've been saying both goalies.
Right.
A lot. George Whiteley and Jackson Bolger.
The two names, George Whiteley, Jackson Bolger.
Minute 52. Puck is dropped, won by Simsbury.
And it's always tough to lose on your senior night.
Nice backhand by Chapman, but Whiteley turned that shot aside. There's New Canaan the other way. Number 22's shot is blocked by Jack Fiango.
We have to ask Sean, my brother if he ever won on his senior days. Do you remember, Jake?
I don't remember, Nick. As Jonathan Wang will throw it back down into the New Canaan zone. Wang's shot is deflected high over the net of George Whiteley. Number
Did
22.
you ever see the game, Jake?
I have to go back to the memory box, Nick, as Drew Leck throws it into the Simsbury zone. I'll have to think about that, Nick, as we're under a minute to go. 40 seconds to go here at ISCC. Fiango tries to bounce it off the boards back out the center, and puck kept in. Here comes Cole Chapman to Alex Perlman. Perlman up ahead to try to find Patrick Mahar. I couldn't get that pass through. Here comes Alex Perlman. Number 23, Bowden Gamil will just play keep away. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. And
the game is official.
Game is over. As our final score here tonight, New Canaan comes into ISCC and defeats the Simsbury Trojans by a final of 4-1 on senior night for the Trojans. Here's Nick getting the camera on me. Nick, come here. Nick, come here. Here's Nick Sinacori. Nick is the mayor of Simsbury.
Yes.
So
a great and proud mayor of
you know
Simsbury,
everyone.
Town of Simsbury know every one of you guys, as people might say. Jake, but that was a tough game for our Trojans.
Tough game, and the Trojans dropped to 9-6-1, and
right.
New Canaan goes to 14-2-1. So this was our final home regular season game. Cole Chapman scored the only Simsbury goal tonight. The last 4 games for the Trojans are on the road. We don't know if we'll have a state tournament home game or a CCC home game yet. We won't find that out for another couple weeks. We hope to be back here. Even though Simsbury lost, we had a great time, right, Nick? We had a great time. We had a great time broadcasting the game.
It was so much fun doing the game, and hopefully CC and Dad,
Mike Sinacori,
you'll find the high school swimming to do, and Jake and I can do hockey. It was great doing the game with you.
It's always great to see you, Nick. Always great to see you. Once again, we want to say thank you to all of you who tuned into our broadcast tonight, and a special thank you again to Patrick Fairland and Karen Hanville, who hold down the fort at our SCTV studios. They lend us the equipment to use to bring you all the action here at ISCC, Simsbury High School, wherever the games are being played. Once again, our final score here from ISCC on senior night: New Canaan 4, Simsbury 1. From my partner Nick Sinacori and I, Jake Ostern here, we'd like to say thank you again for tuning into our broadcast, and we hope to see you soon. Have a great night, and stay safe and stay warm. Good night, everyone.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.